Brodes Media.
We have a new Sixer to talk about. VJ Edgecombe gets selected with the 3rd overall pick, and I really do like this move. Really, it was hashtag anyone but ace. I didn't want to deal with that BS. Absolute donkey show. What he did, him and his agent. Let's have a meeting. I'm going to pull out. I'm not working out for anyone. Go shove it in Utah. Maybe Danny Ainge pulled a fast one, maybe not. We'll find out eventually. I didn't want to deal with any drama. I'm trying to get the Sixers back on track. If he doesn't want to be here, whatever. It's unfortunate. We can't control it. If he's the best talent and the best prospect that was available, but he's flipping you the double bird and saying, fuck you, what are you going to do? I didn't want to deal with the we're going to draft him anyway, and then we're going to threaten him, or we're going to try and dangle him to other teams. This squad is in shambles. Get someone to help fix the culture. Get someone that can help build a culture. Get someone that cares about the damn game, loves it, and matches Maxey's energy, McCain's energy, and this new wave of youth. That's VJ Edgecombe. So originally, when I saw the brutal year they were having, all the injuries, and then the lottery balls bounced a certain way, and they got the 3rd pick, in that moment, the night of the NBA draft lottery, I thought completely different. It wasn't until the mayhem and the chaos that I had to flip the script. I thought it would inevitably be Cooper Flagg going to Dallas, and then with the Spurs, you'll see Harper go, and then Ace Bailey, a dip from those two, but the raw natural ability, the ceiling is so high that, all right, let's get him in the building and see what we can maybe groom him into. I don't want to deal with the nonsense. So I really like VJ. I'm excited for his journey. He's got some things to work on, as many players do when they first get into the league. Guys like Jay Billis and some of the experts say that him at 19 remind them of Dwayne Wade at 19 and Victor Oladipo at 19. Now, that's not to say that he is going to be Dwayne Wade or Victor Oladipo, but he sees similar qualities and similar styles to those two when they weren't even 20 years old yet. Take that for what it is. There's a lot of development that needs to go down. Hell of a defender, though. Dude is going to work his ass off and make an impact on the defensive side. And the difference is from some of the other cats that you're probably thinking about that never panned out, the Matisse Thybulles and the Ben Simmons, right? Because they had holes in their game offensively. There's way more of a foundation and way more of a base in VJ's game than their game. I was going to say their respected game, but they don't have any offensive respected game. He at least has a base and a structure that you can build off of. There's no doubt about it, though. The second he shows up to the Camden facility, there's going to be this energy. There's going to be this, I'm clinging on to the way Maxey works. I'm clinging on the way that Jared McCain entered the league last year before he ended up going down and missing the rest of the year. I want to fit into the youth that is already putting on the uniform here in Philly and then getting to work with Embiid, getting to work with Paul George. Forget how we feel about that. This is a 19-year-old kid that's been watching the NBA out in the Bahamas and then playing at Baylor. When he stands next to Joel Embiid in practice, forget how you feel about Joel Embiid. That's going to impact and influence a young VJ Edgecombe. You got to remember, Daryl Morey has done a tremendous job in the drafting department. Now, he isn't drafting this high normally, but if you could find guys in the late 20s, if you could find guys in the late teens, if you could find guys in the later stages, in the later half of the first round, then I got to at least admit that there's probably something to him drafting at 3. And again, he may have been handcuffed. He may have wanted Ace Bailey. He may think that Ace Bailey is a better overall player, but maybe more raw and definitely more immature. And at some point, when you are in this type of state of mind that the Sixers are in, you can't take that calculated gamble. You can't take that calculated risk because you must benefit from this third pick. Maybe you didn't get the best that you wanted to out of this third pick, but this third pick is benefiting you. It's pushing you in the right direction. It's getting you somewhere, whereas Ace Bailey had the chance to actually bring you down, and you already are so down when it comes to morale, when it comes to the feel of who you are. That actually brings me to a bigger picture type of talk when it comes to this group. I started thinking about this about 24 hours ago as I was leading up to the draft. Is it possible that we are rightfully so broken and destroyed as a fan base about this team that the bar is so low, that they may actually surprise us? I'm not saying win an NBA championship, but we watched what happened with Tyrese Halliburton, unfortunately, in the postseason in Game 7 with his Achilles. We know Jason Tatum is going through something as well. The Milwaukee Bucks was dealing with something as well. The path seems to be open, and it's not as if the expectations are through the roof. There's about 90 to 95% of this fan base that just writes it off as this is trash, this is hot garbage until Embiid and Paul George are gone anyway. So if, and it's a huge if, but if we can get a healthier version of Embiid, healthier than last year, he may have a knee injury at some point. I laugh not in actual humor, in broken fandom, sarcastic laugh, because it hurts me to even talk about it, because all I want is a healthy Embiid for one damn year and one damn playoff run to see what the ceiling could be. But it's both thumbs need a surgery. His orbital bone needs surgery. He's wearing a mask. He needs to get his knee scraped. This, that, the third. It never ends. And I don't even know what the hell to believe in Paul George. But in a miracle world where things click better than they did last year, can they surprise us? And if you think, well, there's the whole situation with Grimes, there's some player options that are going to get picked up. You know about the backcourt, looking at the way maybe VJ can impact this team, and where's the fix and where's the fit, not fix. Where's the fit? You know, you talk about all this, and I'm starting to change my way of thinking in the NBA. And this most recent playoff is the reason why that is. I think youth, speed, athleticism, fast pace might actually be the future of playoff ball. And I never, ever wanted to correlate regular season LA Fitness style of Furkan Korkmaz bombing threes to the NBA playoffs. Because for a while there, that's how the game was throughout 82 games, and then the half-court set followed. And the reason why I think this is important is some of the knocks on VJ is maybe in the half-court sets, it's a little bit more awkward for him to get going offensively because he does use his speed, he does use his athleticism to go downhill and attack the rim, and sometimes defenders would push him off his lane and push him off his angles, which would then have some of his shots to come up short, and there's plenty of examples of that. But when he's at his strongest, he's going downhill and maybe he's utilizing his speed to catch the ball as he's running, and you know, they just maximize his athleticism really. And in the half court, maybe that's a little bit more difficult to do. And yeah, but I'm watching OKC and I'm watching the Pacers, and there were times throughout that playoff run, and even the Knicks trying to handle the Pacer speed. I'm going, you know what? I think the league has changed, where now everything that we've been seeing in the regular season is actually looking similar It's not apples to apples, but there's more of a fast pace than there ever was with the James Harden half-court sets, and let's slow it down, and it's dribble by dribble, it's possession by possession. The possessions are so freakishly limited that every turnover is so massive and magnified, and it still is. You still can't turn the rock over in postseason ball, but you watch the game. You're seeing the way TJ McConnell's running up and down the floor, and all these guys are running up and down the floor, SGA and this and that. Yeah, it's like I'm watching a tennis match with my head going side to side to side trying to follow. Can that translate to what Daryl Morey has stated, which was the PJ Tuckers of the world, some of these older established veterans with a lot of, what's the right word? Playoff experience, maybe? The older cats that he's gotten rid of over the years. When he was doing his media tour and he was saying all sort of rubbish and everybody was annoyed with him saying that we still have great odds to do X, Y, and Z, and he was just vomiting out of his mouth consistently. He did say that you're looking around the league and seeing how it has changed. Maybe he's aware now. Maybe he sees it. Maybe he's willing to die on that hill because he already tried the other methods and it backfired very badly and it was poor. Maybe.